Hello, welcome to a day in my life. This is a beginner's video, so it will be an absolute mess. As you can see, I keep recording in portrait rather than landscape, and I can't even talk properly, but you know, I'm gonna keep at this and it'll get better. So this is a day in my life. It's a very busy weekend that I'm having, and today I've got a ballet class, and then I'm doing stage 4 of the GM Ringway walk. So this is what we're doing later, and I always like seeing the signage, makes me happy. I should need to do this as well at one point, Wigan to Bolton Rail Trail, but here's my train, so I better get on. Well, I've got a minute. Here's some nice train scenery. I've never done this route before. The train I normally get goes direct from Wigan to Manchester, but this one went Wigan to Bolton to Manchester, so it was slightly different, and it looks slightly more rural, but it's a nice route.
I like it because they do this thing. We obviously can't tackle the but because I don't want to do it, I just don't let it bother. So I've given myself those.
I tried to do a bit of reading on the train, but I didn't really have time. But I'm currently reading the Jacqueline Wilson autobiography. I think it's made for kids, but it's a quite easygoing book. So that's it there. Obviously, again, like I said, it's recorded in portrait. Oh, I'm so bad at this. But I try and just read a chapter every now and then. I should be able to like finish it in a night, but just literally focusing on the book is really hard. But I want to get that finished this weekend, so I can give it to the charity shop or one of those free books stalls, and then it can be got for my life. I think I've already offered it to my nieces, but I think they're too young and their concentration spans are not good enough. And also, I don't know if they quite into Jacqueline Wilson yet, but to be honest, it's a quite good book because you see the perspective of like when she grew up, and I think she had quite strict, stern parents, and just like the classism that occurred when she was younger, and then it was like obviously post-war, so they just didn't have as much. I don't think she was particularly wealthy growing up, so I think that is quite interesting to read, and it is quite easygoing because obviously it's for children.
Okay, so
So as you can tell, because I'm really sweaty, I've just been to a ballet class. It was about like, I can't remember exactly, I'll have to find out afterwards, but it was we did it's just a standard ballet class and then a rep class, and then one of them was like, she had an ex and she was hired to be a dancer, and then there was some arranged marriage and she was like sad about the ex, and then at the end she was given a bouquet of flowers, and then the bouquet of flowers had a snake in it, and then the snake bit her and then she died. So I have to find out what she is, but sorry, I have to find out what the story was, but that was basically it. So it's very emotional, well, you're supposed to be emotional, but I couldn't really be that emotional because I wasn't good enough at the steps to be able to get to that stage, but it was fun anyway. And I got a bit of a sore toe. I sprained my toe about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, a bit more, can't remember, but it's still sore, and every time I like do releves it really hurts, or after Zumba it hurts as well, so I have to hope it's not too bad. But I'm going on this hike now and let's see how it is. Hopefully it's not too bad, because I've got the ballet workshop tomorrow as well, and I signed up for the intermediate class, but I wish I'd sort of downgrade now to the beginners. So now I'm just walking to Ringway Station. I don't know if I might hop on the bus, I don't know, but it's a really nice day and it's only a mile, so I might just walk. I need to go get some food, but I'll have to see what time the train is. I haven't got that long, but currently in Salford. I can see where I work in a minute, down there, and then get the train to Bramhall to do the Manchester Ringway, and then I need to rush back. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because we finished in Middlewood Station, and that's not the easiest to get back from, but I work down there. Such a nice day today. I like this forever walk. You can just about see my building down there. saw the bus coming, so I ran for it. It was like, I'm sure Google Maps told me to go in the other direction, but I saw it at the lights and I ran. I was like, no chance I'm gonna get this, but there were loads of people getting on the bus, but I needed to walk about a mile, but this bus is free. Although I've got a day pass anyway for the trains, tram and bus, whatever this is. But it just gives me a bit more chance to buy some food before I get the train. I just fell and rolled down the bus. Such a chaotic day. Well, I just had to chase it because I'm at the top and there's like steps and it fell all the way down, rolled all the way down the bus. But anyway, I've retrieved it now and yeah, it's not too bad. Managed to find this charging port's got a USB-C, which is magic because a lot of times they only have USB. I know a lot of people say that they're worried about viruses, but I honestly don't care. I don't know what people would steal off your phone, and I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll take the risk for some free electricity. So that's good news because I haven't got much charge left on this. I'm such a chaotic vlogger. I don't know how I could ever do this full time because I'm too disorganised for that. But let's see how this goes. This is on new campus. I mean, I feel like campus has been there for a while, but there's some side streets and they've actually put some effort in and put some greenery there, put some chairs, but with 3 side streets on the road. One was Canal Street, which was really busy, but that's been busy for a while, but the next one along was just a back street and that had flowers, and then this was like a little courtyard, so it was quite cute. I feel like we should definitely make more of courtyards in this country because a lot of time side streets are just like full of crime, there's nowhere to sit, and they've got some shading when it's sunny. I feel like in Spain, for instance, they almost haven't got any back streets because there's front faces on every single road, and we need more of that in the UK because it's not the most pleasant, and especially when it's getting hotter. You can sit outside and just greenery is such nice, it just lifts your mood. So I'm very pleased about that. Nice flowers, maybe because it's summer as well, but I used to cycle past this every single day and there definitely weren't all these nice flowers there. All the heather. I think that's heather anyway. But it looks, no, I don't think it is. The purple stuff, it looks a bit taller than heather. But yeah, it's a lot more pleasant than it used to be. So I'm round the corner from the station now, which is good because it gives me about 20 minutes to get some food for my hike. And also maybe charge my phone because, like I said, this is not charged really bad. This is my iPhone, which is just easy for recording, but it's better for videos. I'm so bad as well, I keep forgetting to filming in landscape. It's just not a very good vlogger. I get the hang of it hopefully. That's if I don't lose interest before then. But I do like watching these types of videos and I always want to make one, especially for hiking because I feel like some people actually like hiking and they like to have it as background watching even if they're not really watching, and then just see new routes, especially if they live in the area. I can put some links below, people I like to watch for their vlogs. I think a woman called Sarah, I can't remember what her name is, don't know how her handle is, but she does walks around all the UK basically. She did the Appalachian Trail in like 3 months I think, and she's done the Southwest Coastal Path, Welsh Coastal Path, she's done the Caminos, lots of others, but I found those sort of routes, sort of videos are really interesting to watch. And there's also a man who does bimbles around sort of where I live, and I like watching his videos as well to get some inspiration, also just some background watching. And then there's people who obviously do more informative ones, but I quite like watching the ones where they just go on a daily little walk and see where it takes them and see what they see on the way. I also like watching stuff like rail trails, and I like just going on linear walks. This is I mentioned before, the GM Ringway walk, and I've done about 6 of them, so let's see how this goes. Popeyes is new. I'm not surprised because there was a more expensive shop there before.
quite, and it's always quiet. The place is booming. It's quite busy in town today. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe we're doing an event. I don't think it's Pride. That would be absolutely heaving if that was the case. But it must be something. Or maybe just because it's sunny. But I'm gonna go and get some food now. I've got 15 minutes, so that's quite a while. This has all been redone since I came in here last. Can't see it. It's the Ringway walk. It says 1 o'clock, and we're trying to aim for the 3:20 train, so we're gonna try and be quick. It's like 2 hours 20 minutes. I've got 8 miles to do, so it's a bit of a stretch, but if not, it's like 4:45 for the next train. And then if not, we can go to Disley or get the bus or something, but it's a bit of a faff. This is quite cute. We've just got to Bramhall. You can see it's quite a nice little place. But the main hall looks like, you can't tell, I think it's got a new roof. It's just a shame because it's a nice old building. I don't know if it's Tudor or maybe younger, who knows, but it's old and it's nice. But you can't see, it's a shame. You can see here all the little arrows that we're following. They're not great to follow though, they're not always very consistent. So you can see a bit more here. It's nice. But it's a shame that it's under construction at the moment. The parks are nice though. Look at this. Nice place to chill out. And we're proper frog marching because we're trying to get the train, but I've got a feeling we're not going to make it anyway. So we might have to either get the bus back or walk and get a different train that's more frequent, because the train that we're getting is like, what's it called? It's a really infrequent station because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's quite a nice little area. We went a bit wrong though. We had to stop in the toilet. I had to put some socks on because my sandals are like, you can't wear them without socks, which is a shame. Just giving them a test, but they're too much friction. But yeah, this is a nice place. It's just a shame that, so you can see up there, that the roof's covered. Also, I think I've decided I think we're going to make this train. I think we did an 18-minute mile, and we'd pretty much have to do 15-minute miles, and we've got 8, and that gives like a 10-minute buffer. So we're just going to have to either wait for the next train or go to the next station along, which is probably a bus ride or a walk away. I think it's down there, there's an arrow.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sometimes it's clear, but sometimes this route's a little bit confusing. Geese. Don't like geese, they hiss at you. Scary. My friend Sue's running off, she's a lot faster than me. Just seen this Brookdale Club and Theatre. It wasn't Andante Choir, never heard of that before, but you've got loads of activities there. Might have to Google that. Yeah, Bramhall's quite nice as well. Lots of like fancy houses around here. It's quite nice. The Happy Valley. Thankfully, I don't think it's like Happy Valley on ITV or BBC, whatever it was. If anyone's not seen that, watch it. It's a great series. But yeah, it's definitely an ironic Happy Valley. Let's see what this is like. It's quite a hot day today. I'm absolutely roasting. Also, there's loads of this. I think it's chamomile down there. It smells really nice. Reminds me of Greece. And my feet are starting to hurt. I think I'm getting blisters. I don't think these sandals are very good. This is under the Airport Relief Road. Don't make this weird loop. I think it's because we can't cross the road, but that is a very, very fast road, so I'm not surprised. And I am a million degrees. I can't turn this camera around. It's really annoying. I'm sure on my Android I can turn it around, but this camera doesn't like me. But I am really, really red because because we're walking so fast and I've got blisters, but I think I'm just going to aim for the next train, take it easy. Although saying that, by the time we get there it'll probably be quite late anyway. But we're over halfway now, 4.5 miles, so not far to go. It's a nice day. Sort of there's bits of this route that are nice, but it's sort of like very on the outskirts of suburbia. But there's definitely some nice houses in Hazel Grove, some absolutely massive ones as well down all the country lanes. Definitely like a bit of money around here. Another reason why this is taking ages is because of routes like this. It's like, why is everything so spiky in this country? Got like holly or whatever this is here, nettles and thistles, and then chains. I can't even think what it's called now. Anyway, everything's just so spiky, it's sticking to your arm and all sorts. Just really slows you down when you've got shorts on. But I don't know what's the worst, getting stung by nettles or getting spiked, but I think getting spiked is the more preferable thing than getting stung by nettles, because that tends to last longer, the pain. It's not ideal. There's quite a long way to go in this really narrow path. I don't think it looks as narrow on the video, but you can see how small my feet are here. Tiny. Gonna try some of these berries. Last time I tried them they were really bitter, but these ones are really juicy. Actually, I can't even bite them, they're that juicy. Really, really nice actually. Really sweet. I'll try eat this one. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, last week I had one. I had to spit it out. It was that bad. That one was really nice. So that's a small win on this route. Gone to this nice little lake. Very peaceful. We went a bit wrong because there was a bit that said no trespassing, and there's a path on the left and a path on the right, and the one on the left didn't feel very intuitive, so we took the one on the right. So I think we've ended up skipping a tiny bit, which is not the end of the world because we went wrong before. But this is a really nice field. I don't know how massive field, and it's like quite nice grass, but you can see all the planes landing. You see Manchester in the distance, so it's a nice view. Very pleasant. Made it to the station. Not actually that much time to spare for the second train, so it's a good job we didn't even just push through because I'm pretty tired. And there was a point I was like, I might potentially even miss this one. It's crazy, but I think we've got like 20 minutes. But we did cut out about 5 minutes and then we did speed up. But here we are at the end. Yay! Got back to Wigan now, 6:20, so time to go home. Wigan is definitely livelier than it was this morning. I think it might be Wigan Pride, but when I looked before it said Ian McCallum wish he could come here because he's from Wigan. But it's on next week, so I'm confused unless it's 2 weeks, who knows. But yeah, it was quite booming. But not for me, I want to go home. I need to also go to my mum's to drop her birthday present off, so I need to drive home and then go to her house, and then I'm going to have an early night because I need one. Hopefully I don't get drawn into binge watching telly again and having 5 hours sleep booming. Maybe there's a match on, who knows. Just a little side point. I didn't realise, see these cars going left here. It's really confusing when you're crossing the road. Because obviously I was on the other side of the road and I looked. Because you assume that the cars are going to come from the left. Because you don't know that's a one-way street. I feel like for pedestrians, obviously they've got the blue arrow there, but they should make it clear for pedestrians as well to look to the way that you don't expect. Because you expect the cars to come from the other side. It's confusing. This is what I mean. It's the same junction. But obviously the cars come from this way, like you'd expect on a normal British road. You don't expect them to come from this direction down here. So obviously I look both ways anyway, but primarily I look to the left because that's where the traffic should come from. So I feel like it's a bit dangerous. You should put some markings, because so obviously there's markings for the cars, but if people cross in a hurry, and obviously I'm not from Wigan, might not necessarily look to the left. So I'd have to look to the right because that's where the cars came from. Just crossing the road and this freaked me out. Just as I was passing, this put the shutters down. So back to the car park now. Got my drinks because I either had nowhere to buy a drink. I've had a drink for about 4 hours and just down this in about a second. Ran out of water on me about 4 hours ago. I mean, yeah, nowhere to have a drink, or there was no time to have a drink. So in the station I had like a 2-minute crossover between getting trains or there was nowhere to get a drink. So back in my car now. It's really hot, so I'm just letting it cool down. Yeah, one thing to note, which was really interesting, is Wigan is, I don't know, 8 miles from my house, maybe 10, but the accent's completely different. I just went past someone then and they said over there, but like Scousers pronounce it, over there, there. I haven't got that strong as Scouse accent, but they definitely do more of a there. But like Wigan, it's so weird how like different it is in the UK. It's literally a couple of stops on the train and they pronounce it compared to there, It's a really bad accent, but what I mean is the vowel sounds are just completely different. I'm really not very good at accents, but it is fascinating how like you can pinpoint where someone lives to like the couple of miles. Even like South Liverpool accent compared to North Liverpool accent, you can tell the difference. And a Wirral accent, like the vowel sounds are just slightly different. Obviously you have to probably have a bit more of a trained ear and you live in the local area, but you can tell the difference if you know what you're looking for. Like the Beatles sound is completely different to how my accent is, because they're from South Liverpool, but my accent's probably, it's softened over the years anyway because I moved to Manchester, but it's definitely got more Lancashire influences, but I found that fascinating. Found it weird. I've just turned on the radio and okay, it's been on a song, but it was a cover of the Beatles, Help. And I've literally been talking about the Beatles during like, what coincidence? Mad. Also, this needs a massive clean. Probably shouldn't have taken a photo of this. Just rushed back to my mum's. Got a present for a birthday, and then ended up just shoving it all in the bag. Sorry, mum. Didn't have time to wrap it. Wrapped one. The rest of it's just shoved in a bag. Sorry.